Well, buenos dias, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Bootygauge. You fucking up, Bootygauge. You're losing focus. You're hitting the trail, stuffing yourself into this 2020 clown car. Meanwhile, South Bend, Indiana is burning. There are shootings left and right. The president of the Fraternal Order of the Police was quoted as saying, "It's the wild, wild west out here." That's right. There was a shooting where there were 67 rounds fired. Do you know how long it takes to shoot 67 rounds? Do you know how much those criminals are not in fear of the police to sit there and shoot 67 rounds? Do you know how not worried they are of the police showing up to shoot 67 fucking rounds? When the cat's away, the mice will shoot each other. That's what's happening. You're sitting here hitting the campaign trail trying to tell us that systemic racism and these mass shootings are white problems. Our president's racist. You're sipping liquor out of a brown paper bag with two fucking dummies next to a playground with children. And your constituents are being shot. In one day, there were 119 rounds fired in the city of South Bend, Indiana. What the fuck? Do you know what that many rounds sounds like? It sounds like you're in a fucking third world country during a war. Sounds like you're in fucking Beirut. YouTube a video of a Chicago police officer. He's parked under a bridge and he sticks his cell phone out the window. It sounds like he's in a war zone. Bop, bop, boom, 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 boom. This shit goes on for a couple minutes. That's what's going on in your city, Bootygauge. Rent increases. I read one article with this particular apartment complex. The rent was being increased by $300 effective September 1st. Why aren't you at home taking care of that, Bootygauge? Why aren't you taking care of your constituents? Maybe you should worry about your first title as mayor, not your second as presidential candidate. Stop telling me I live in a racist society. Look at your society. Across the board, robberies, assault and batteries, manslaughters and homicides, property crimes, across the board. South Bend, Indiana is way ahead of the rest of Indiana and the nationwide average. Assault and batteries were up 152% compared to the rest of Indiana. Are you kidding me? Everything is up compared to the rest of the state, but you're hitting the campaign trail. There was a shooting. Some 37-year-old black guy was shot by white police. Uh-oh, you know how this goes. So instead of coming out and saying, well, it's sad that there was a loss of life, there's an investigation, I'll reserve my comments for when this investigation concludes. No. He did what any good, empty suit, bullshit, Democratic politician would do. He sided with the dead guy. He sided with the dead black guy. He said that police officer would be reprimanded. He sided with the criminal. He didn't have the police forces back. You ever been at work and like a customer complains, says that you did something wrong, and your boss automatically takes their side? You're like, what the fuck, man? I've been working with you for 10 plus years. I've never had a complaint. What they said I did doesn't even sound like me, and you automatically sided with them? It's a terrible feeling. You feel like all the time you've spent with this person, working with them, doing your best meant nothing. That's how those police feel. and they're understaffed. They're budgeted for 264 officers. They only have 220. Word's getting out. There's not enough police. Plus, the police you do have, a lot of them aren't policing as hard as they could be. They're holding back because they don't want to get in trouble. They don't want to get fired because they know the fucking mayor doesn't have their back. This is what happens when you fuckers attack the police. They pull back. When the police pull back, the criminals pull forward. They know that the police, if they even do show up, it'll be forever. So they can do whatever they want. You're handing these thugs and these pieces of shit the keys to the city. Why? Because you want to go out and prove to America that you could be the first openly gay? Shut your mouth, man. Go clean up your hometown. Go take care of the people who put you in this position to even be running for president. And you're just going to sit there and take a fat, ropey shit on the heads of those people. That's messed up, man. That's fucked up, Bootygauge. How do you travel around the country knowing that your city is all fucked up? That people are being gunned down in your city? That people are being robbed in record numbers in your city? That people's rent is increasing by $300 in your city? But you're going to tell us that America's fucked up? You're going to tell us that our leader's fucked up? What about South Bend, Indiana? What about South Bend, Indiana's leader? You're attacking police officers before the investigation is even done. Hey, black people of South Bend, Indiana, this is called pandering. Am I doing it right? Man, that's messed up. Of course, that's always the case. The people yelling the loudest that somebody else is a racist, the people screaming the loudest that somebody's doing something else wrong, they're the ones who's racist. They're the ones who's doing shit wrong. You better get your priorities in order, Bootygauge, because when you fail at running for president, and you will fail, and you have to go crawling back and groveling at the feet of the people of South Bend, Indiana, I hope they take the low road and they kick your ass to the curb. Because you left them flapping in the wind. You left them to die. You left them to be robbed. You scumbag. Oh, these are white problems. Well, South Bend, Indiana is your problem, white, black, or otherwise. You better get home and fix your shit up, Bootygauge. Now let me hop in this rat race. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.